Welcome back to the TheChowTimePod. It's your host, Red. I got some videos today from YouTube Shorts. Sometimes I really get tired of TikTok. I feel like my brain melts every time I make videos, and I make 2 videos a day, so my brain is probably mush. Again, I appreciate you guys for the 5,000. I'm going to plug in my partner Max episode again. And again, we're having some MMA fighters come in. Just, boys that you can trust and boys that I think you can build things with. These are the type of men I always try to surround myself with. And Max is one of those. And we started Chow Time together. He started it, and I just kind of, jumped in and supported him and became part of the movement. So please subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. And let's get to that chow. It's chow time.
His marriage should be 50-50. It's the biggest crock of bullshit I've ever heard. It's never 50-50.
Yeah.
Ever. And so what we do is we quantify where we are. So if Steve comes home and he'll be like, I got 20.
Just in terms of energy.
Just energy, investment, kindness, patience. I'm at 20. And I'll be like, I'll cover you. I got you, brother. I'll pull the 80. Sometimes we come home, which we have done a lot. My mom has been sick, and I'll say, I've got 10. And Steve, 2 days ago, said, I'm riding a solid 25. So we know that we have to sit down at the table anytime we have less than 100 combined and figure out a plan of kindness toward each other.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, because the thing is, marriage is not something that's 50-50. A partnership works when you can carry their 20 or they can carry your 20. And that when you both just have 20, you have a plan where you don't hurt each other.
Solid advice. And it's solid. This is how I've always wanted to portray marriage. Yeah, it's a give or take of 100%. Not each spouse is going to be able to give 50-50 each time. But if one spouse is able to carry at those, tough moments for the other spouse and vice versa, I think it makes for a very, very strong marriage. For women to expect men to carry most of the burden majority of the time, it burns a man out. It really does. Some men can do it, not saying they can't, but some men, it's tough. They have to struggle through all this, and they're going to break here and there. And once a man breaks, this is where women are like, oh, you're not such a man anymore. You're all this and that. But what are you carrying on your side of things? Just daily reminder to get to the gym, men. Get to the gym. I know it's hard. It's not the easiest thing to do. It takes a lot of work and dedication, especially to be at this man's size. But you can do it. Change your eating habits. I don't want to say diet because you need to change your eating habits. Recently, I just stopped eating pork. Trying to be more healthy. Once you have a healthier mind, healthier body, you get a healthier mind. You just build that extra antidepressants in your muscles. Look at this man. I'm not saying you have to be as jacked as he is or as big as he is, because I don't want to be that big, but to be healthy and fit, people can tell. People can tell. I had a wonderful comment earlier on one of my earlier videos that that I lose weight, and I was like, yeah, I did. I lost 10 pounds, and I'm glad it's noticeable for you guys. I appreciate that. And women can do it too. Look at her. She's actually not too big, but she's definitely overweight. Still looks good in the face, but she's going to work hard. It's dedication. And there's no body shaming here. Look at her. Just do the work, people. Do the work. It's worth the effort. You feel so much better. You look so much better. You have an extra of confidence. Look at her. Keep working. Keep working. Females and males.
No one bitches about being raised by a single dad. You can't. It looks so much fun. Playboys all over the house. You get to eat waffles for dinner. Watch rated R movies on a school night. You're basically just like a mini wingman the whole time. That's all you are. Your dad takes you out, he's like, do something cute so Pops can get some strange. I was raised by a single mom, which basically meant I ruined most of the 80s for her. I was 5 when my mom started dating.
I can't believe how many mothers tell this to their children, that you ruined my youth for having you. Like, that's a devastating thing to say to your child, tell you the truth. And I've never heard it myself, but I've heard other people told me about this, and it's psychologically would devastate any person.
Some guy would come over, I'd be like, cool, a new roommate. Don't touch my stuff. By the time I was 7, I was like a grizzled veteran. I was the one answering the door, smoking a Winston. Just all confident, like, what's up, Chief? You here for the old lady? Right on. Quick secret, you buy me a Ninja Turtle toy, I'll go get lost in that garage for an hour. Yeah.
Yeah, he's making jokes about it, but he's not wrong. He was raised by a single mother, so he's seen the carousel of men coming into the house, and just this is how he turned out to be. He turned out to be okay. He turned out to be a pretty good man, but I think a lot of other men can't handle this type of trauma, in a sense.
Genghis Khan's daughters made him the ultimate beast of the East. You see, Genghis Khan was an expert at using the daughter diplomacy. Like most rulers, he would marry off his daughters to kings of allied nations, but not before imposing some conditions. He forced the king to dismiss his other wives in order to marry his daughter. Then he would assign his...
See, that's pretty badass. Like, for him to be like, you know what? My daughter's the only one for you, motherfucker. And they have to agree, right? Or else he'll kill him. Like, this is what I mean, like, back in the day, like, the men that chose, like, husbands and wives for their spouses or for their kids had a lot of control and knew what they were doing. Not all of them, but, you know, they did have diplomacy and other things in mind. Love wasn't a major thing. It never was a major thing until more recent years, so...
new son-in-law to military duty in the Mongol Wars, while his daughter handled the affairs of her husband's kingdom. Genghis Khan made sure his son-in-laws died in wars by honoring them to fight for him in the first ranks. This allowed his daughters to inherit the empire of their dead husbands. Their job as rulers was to provide a protective shield around the Mongol homelands while their father continued expanding his empire. It wouldn't be wrong to say that the secret of Genghis Khan's success was his widowed daughters.
And women said that they can rule, they didn't have power, they didn't things back in the day. No. Look at Genghis Khan. He made sure his daughters were very powerful in the nations that he sent them in, and he married off to, and pretty much killed their husbands. Not saying that's a good thing, but I think this is actually a really good historical thing to kind of point to women. Like, yeah, how's that chow? You know, get your asses to the gym, men and women. Just come on. If you're overweight and you feel that you're dissatisfied with your body, you're dissatisfied with your results, and you're unhealthy, get to the gym. You know, get on those diets. I don't want to say diets, but change your lifestyle. Change how you eat. I recently just cut off pork just because it's probably one of the worst things we can eat in the United States. It's very unhealthy, and I feel so much better without eating pork. You know, it feels weird because a lot of people are like, are you Jewish now? And I'm like, no, I'm just trying to stay away from pork. So please like and subscribe down below. I'd really appreciate it. Catch you guys next time. It's Chow Time.